On January 31, 2025, tragedy struck the skies over Washington, D.C. An American Airlines jet, Flight 427, collided with a U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter. The collision occurred over the Potomac River, sending shockwaves across the nation. 67 souls were lost, making it the deadliest U.S. aviation disaster since the horrific events of September 11, 2001. The American Airlines flight, a regional jet, had departed from Reagan National Airport. It was bound for John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City. The Black Hawk helicopter was on a routine training mission. The collision occurred shortly after takeoff, leaving little time for reaction. The Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board immediately launched investigations into the cause of the accident. As investigators work to determine what went wrong, the nation mourns the loss of 67 lives. These were fathers and mothers, sons and daughters, friends and colleagues. Their absence leaves a void that will be felt for years to come. Among the victims were the dedicated flight crew of American Airlines Flight 427. Captain Jonathan Campos, a seasoned pilot, had recently earned his captaincy in 2022. First Officer Sam Lilly, engaged to be married, had his whole life ahead of him. Flight attendant Ian Epstein was known for his infectious smile and genuine love for his job and family. The passengers on Flight 427 represented a cross-section of America. Azra Hussein Raza, a 26-year-old consultant, was on her way to a business meeting. Mikey Stovall and Jesse Pitcher were returning from an annual hunting trip with friends. Kaya Duggins, a brilliant civil rights attorney and Harvard Law graduate, was heading to her new position as a professor at Howard University. Sarah Lee Best and Elizabeth Ann Keyes, legal associates at Wilkinson Steckloff, were traveling together on business. Tragically, it was Elizabeth's birthday. The crash also claimed the lives of 4 members of Steamfitters UA Local 602, who were on their way to a job site. The figure skating world was devastated to learn that 5 prominent members of their community were on the ill-fated flight. Evgenia Shishkova and Vadim Naumov, world champion pairs skaters, were returning from a figure skating development camp in Wichita, Kansas. Also on board were rising stars Jenna Han and Spencer Lane, accompanied by their mothers Jin Han and Christine Lane. The group had been sharing their expertise with young skaters, inspiring the next generation of athletes. The loss of these talented individuals leaves a gaping hole in the hearts of the skating community. Their absence will be deeply felt at the upcoming World Figure Skating Championships in Boston, where they were expected to shine. The event will now serve as a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of their legacy. As we grapple with this tragedy, we must also demand answers. The investigation into the cause of the crash will be long and complex. We owe it to the victims and their families to leave no stone unturned. The FAA and NTSB must conduct a thorough and transparent investigation. We need to understand how this collision occurred and what steps can be taken to prevent similar tragedies in the future. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of all those who perished in this terrible accident. May their memories be a blessing, and may their loss serve as a catalyst for meaningful improvements in aviation safety. We must strive to make our skies safer for everyone so that no one else has to endure the pain of losing loved ones in such a senseless way.